here to APRL Season 2, Round 2 here at Spain. As we can see, it is nice and wet here this evening. So we'll wait for all of the drivers to put their setups on and get ready to go out and start their laps here in qualifying. So it's a short qualifying and a 50% race here this evening. As I think the tyres, it's not dry, so we'll get rid of the tyres for the evening as we wait for, I guess, the first cars to come out for an outlap here at Spain. Now, I really hope I call Spain Spain the entire time, because I have been known to call Spain Spa, Spa Spain. I've even called Spain Silverstone. So who knows what could happen here. As we do have Slippery Laguna, we do have now quite fair few of our drivers heading out to start their outlap here this evening. So I think the first person to cross the line will be going quickly through the grid. Soup for Duck, Naya, Spotty Dotty, Creeper, Com United, Goops, Parker Boy, Preezer, Toe, Baba Barek, Jades, Slippery Laguna, Vex, and Top Head rounding out the field here this evening. So we have 14 races here this week. And last week, if you tuned in, I had my lovely friend Rekus, or I'm going to call him because he's still asleep, Patrick Coleman, come and visit me in chat and curse the daylights out of Australia here. As we do have Slippery Laguna will be the first person to start their flying lap, sending it up into the first two corners, keeps it nice, uses that curve, doesn't run too wide on the exit, which is nice. Now coming in through corner 3, quite a long one, bit of a weird shape, the track looks a bit like a crab. I know I've said that line plenty of times before now. Now coming through corner 5, keeping it nice. Obviously there won't be any DRS along the DRS straights. Coming down into corners 6, Going to try now. Hopefully, let's see if this works. Oh my god, we have audio again. That is lovely. And I think my headset was actually disconnected from the controller. So I think that is the third APRL race in a row I have had issue with my audio. Simply, you know what that is, guys? It is simply lovely, as Top Hat is being disqualified from the session Not quite sure why, was not paying attention, but we did catch some of the guys doing very interesting things per normal here, as we do see that dry line that has formed here in qualifying. So we have less than 7 minutes to go. Nice and wet here at Spain. Have to double check there because I'll say Spain is Spa, Spa is Spain. Even on Tuesday, I said with full confidence it's going to be a wet one here at Silverstone. We were in fact at Spa, which is just lovely. We were at Spa, which makes it slightly annoying, and I may or may not have been slightly bullied by Rackus post-race. Now, for APRL, this is round 2 here at Spain, but in a few rounds time, we visit Miami, which is something not a lot of leagues run because there is apparently a bug on it. But anyway, I am currently cooking something in the terms, and I may or may not have a co-commentator join me. I am very looking forward to that because, well, it's a co-commentator. I like my co-commentators, as Coots has, I think, binned it into corner 14, which is not very surprising, as we've still got Vexy yet to set a time here this evening who has that flashing red fuel light to worry about and has invalidated that lap. So we do have Jades, who sits on provisional pole for the time being on an outlap, just coming into corners 13 and 14 to start their next flying lap. As we are now rounding, I think we've got a caution in. I think that's just a slow moving and into the and goes straight into the pits to refuel before having another go here this evening, as we've got, not quite sure who's on a lap. Is Spotty Dotty on a lap? No, it has invalidated. Let's start from the top as United jumps up into P3 for the time being. I do think Jades is on a flying lap, though. We shall find and see. Yes, burning that ERS, because there is no DRS to go along with it, as it is wet. Coming along now into Sector 3 through corners, I want to get 10, 12, and through 12 now. Burning a little bit on that exit to get more traction, heading down into 13, down the little mini straight, coming into 14, and will burn everything down to the line. And Jades does improve by quite a bit here this evening, and the next race, Toe was invalidated. United's on an in-lap. Pit. Has a red fuel light, which normally means you've run out of fuel, I believe. So I'm not quite sure what's happening there. In the pits. Naya Eshe is... Babrak has left the session. Naya Eshe's gone wide. Not quite sure what's up there. Having very low fuel. We've got Slippery Guna on an outlap, and then we've got Vex on an outlap. So not much is up at the moment. So I think the next person to start an official lap will be... we have another caution, but I think that's just a slow moving... I was going to say Alpine, but no, that is an Aston Martin. So we do have Creeper, but not judging by that ERS. And the fact he's going around with no fuel is definitely not on a lap. So we've gotten that, just letting everyone past. And we wait for the bunch of guys to start their final runs. I would need to double check, as I am not quite sure what the time is. I need that little caution to go away at the top so I can tell you how much time is left in quali. I will need to get someone back in briefly. So, apologies for the interruptions. There we go. Invite all sent out. And that is the invite back in as we go back with Vex, who is now coming down in to starting sector number 2. Wow. Coming into now this really weird shaped corner 5, coming down to a very fast corner 6. Almost doesn't classify as a corner now. Up through 7, out through 8, up the little bit of straight to your head down the one of the 2 DRS zones here at Spain, coming down now into sector 3 through corners 10. It's a very weird shaped connection of corners, but it does work quite well when you're driving it through 11. Now through around 12, coming down, burning that battery again. Keeps the battery on throughout the corner, which is a bit different. Now coming around through 13, turns it off. We'll turn it back on and burn it down to the line, and we'll go P10 for the time being. So everyone here has set a lap so far, and I believe, and Parky Boy has retired from, I think he called it in the pits. That is okay. Yeah, as they're all, who is on a flying lap? Oh, Slippery Gooner has retired. I want to say, I don't think Binder, I think called it in the pits. So I do think, judging off Knight's battery, is on a coming down into corner 13 now, going to finish final lap. And can Nia Eshe improve, coming through 14, burning that battery down to the line, and we'll go P2 for the time being, as we do have Auto is invalidated. United is now coming down, starting sector 3, going through corner 10, 11, and now going through 11, coming up through 12. And United will cross the line. Can he improve? Yes, he does. He goes to P5 before the time being. The last person to finish or come across the line is Vex. And that is qualifying done and dusted here this evening. As we go through the quali very quickly, we've got Jades in P1 by over a second to Nairashe, then Soup, Toe, United, Spotty Dotty, Breezer, Babak, Slippery Gooner, Creeper, Vex, Parky Boy, Coops, and Tophead, who has been disqualified, and Coops also did not set a time. Also has a 5 grid penalty, but I still think disqualifications sit lower than a penalty, as we now get ready to load up into the race. As it looks like it's a dry one to start, so we will now wait for the guys to put their setups on tonight. As we get ready for, I want to say 32 laps of racing here this evening. As we now wait for them to get their setups on. It looks like a nice shiny race, so they will have to switch from that wet setup to a dry one. And Bradbrook has managed to join back the session before the race has started. And that is a good thing, as we are up away on our formation lap this evening. Going to get all the data up now. So, Carnage per normal. We'll get all the data up, so then it jumps in straight for the race. As we now watch everyone go around their formation lap. We will stay on Jade's though. Oh no, we'll go out. As we've got the field, some actually warming up their tyres, some just mucking around. As we've got cars doing... Parky Boy goes a bit deep into the gravel. But we will now wait with P14, or no, we'll go up to P2, stay with it, because then I can get a nice race start for you. This evening. As we now wait for them to go around. As we do now wait for the drivers to finish formation lap. Preezer is going backwards, or thinking about it. Gets disqualified there and gets reset as we wait for the last few drivers to either finish their lap or get disqualified. Here this evening. So we will now wait and wait and wait for everyone to finish their formation lap, and it looks like we could have... Bradbrook has left the session again. 1 second. Quickly. Come on. Where is it? There we go. That is that invite all sent out. As we've got the last few drivers coming up and actually finishing their formation lap here this evening. As we now wait, formation lap is almost done and dusted. I guess we'll wait for the race start. Hopefully there isn't too much carnage. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are out, and away we go at the Spanish Grand Prix. Jade's sticking to that start now, coming into corner 1. 3 cars wide, a car goes wide, gets pushed wide, bit of contact there, some carbon flag goes flying, and we have... it looks like top head has gone wide, back up to the front. That's going 2, 3 wide. Wheel contact, a lot of contact here, as Jade seems to have gotten a clean start and broken away from the chaos that is behind them. As we now coming through, finishing Lapda 1, Lapda 1, not quite sure Lapda is a real word, lap 1, there we go. We've had a bit of carnage in the back of the field, with Jade's getting a very good start here on tow. And then Nayashe further back, Spotty Dotty right close and up there, as there are a few cars very close to the back of each other, as the field has spread out a little bit, but we did have that, and Coops is into the pits on lap 2. But we've had a fair bit of contact within that sort of, I want to say, mid-pack. So we had the front get away nicely, and then we sort of have we have a about 2.5 second break till basically the rest of the field. Jade's getting good start, and we do have Preza and United trade positions there, and Spotty Dotty goes around the inside, doesn't quite off a contact there, coming around into sector 2. Nayashe pulls ahead for the time. Nayashe spins out. Unlucky there, as Spotty Dotty will now get P3 as Nayashe plummets down and is still resets 2-track. Not entirely sure if that is allowed. I am going to put a message at that, as Jades does grab the fastest lap here on lap 3. So already on lap 3. And Parky Boy has retired from the session. Not quite sure where that is. I will quickly jump on with Nair and really hope his car doesn't get... Oh, his car is being deleted. So already we've had carnage here in the opening laps here at Spain. It has been complete and utter chaos here. And Bucky Boy, if you mind telling me exactly what happened, that would be greatly appreciated, because unfortunately Nia didn't get to it. Oh, that is unlucky, and I'm guessing you touched it and just spun out, as Vex gets the first time penalty here this evening. That's unlucky, mate. Spinning out in the early stages of a race, that is never fun, as we do have Creeper right up the back of Vex, maybe looking to get that move done. Does get DRS down the straight heading in to sector 3, goes for the pass on the inside, doesn't get it done. Will he go for the switchback? Nope, doesn't quite get the move done, as I think we had a Haas of Creeper go wide back there in sector 1. We'll have a close eye on this battle. Thinks about going around the outside, but doesn't. Am I looking at the wrong person? I think I'm looking at the wrong car. My bad. As we go back to Slippery Gooner is very close up to the back of Vex. I think I was following the wrong car entirely there. My bad. It's already been a long day, and the race has barely started, because I did another race before this that was, let's say, it gave open lobby vibes, and it wasn't the fun to commentate, and both the commentators ended up walking out. As when the stream crashed, we couldn't be bothered fixing it, as Preza is very close to the back of United. Was very close to the back. We'll see as Slippery Gooner does get the move done on Vex for the time being. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does, as he will also gain DRS. No, Vex will gain DRS. Sorry, wrong person. Keep on going on the wrong cars. It is impressive, as the field has seemingly spread out quite a way, as we've had chaos within the first 5 laps out of 33. As we do have, I think, United being the closest driver coming up on Super Duck will get DRS, makes it easy as pie, but also has... Well, they've got about equal amount of battery. Super Duck tries to go around the outside, can't. United keeps that position for now, all for a bit of contact, but Super Duck goes down on the inside. Can United get that move done again? We shall find and see, as this has also brought Preza into this battle here tonight, as they're coming down in to corners 6 to head up to corners 3, 7 and 8 to get ready to head down that DRS zone, as Epix has also left the session. Keeping an eye on this battle though, it's very tight. Coming up now through corner 10, off a bit of side-by-side action. Can Com United go up the inside? They're switching positions a bit like Pokemon cards this evening, as Super Duck it has pulled away a bit, but Preza is now right up the back of Com United. As we will work on getting that person who has disconnected back in the session, and we have a yellow. I think that was Top Head going wide, as this battle is still very fierce, but we will very quickly, hopefully I have that person added, we'll very quickly go and try and get them back in. Am I blind? Okay, let me know when you have restarted. Let me know when you have game restarted, and then I will try and find you, because you could have also been showing off online, or I could have just been completely missing your AA, which does happen time from time, as Breezer is still right up there, a decent way behind Com United, but is still there, being an ever-present threat. Does get DRS down the main straight, but has no, well, both of them don't really have battery to play with as they head into corner one. Coming now through, up into, I've got a ping, where's that from? Yeah, give me a second. As thinks about, gets spun, and there's contact, and they lock wheels there, coming in to corner 4, I think it was, as they're now coming into corners 5 and 6. And can the game not give me that point of view, pretty please? I'm gonna go to Com United's POV, because there we go. The game's decided to giving me that nice chase, as this is one of the few battles we are seeing here this evening. I am keeping an eye out for the other time. I am keeping an eye out on the times of the other cars, but this battle here is pretty fierce again tonight. And Spotty Dotty gets a 3-second time penalty this evening, as Preza is still right up the back of Com United. Gets that move done with DRS, has no battery. Com United does have battery here, but Com United doesn't get the move done as Creeper gets the move done on Babarek. And Com United is now starting to drop behind, as there is a yellow. Let's go. There, it looks like Top Head is around again. A Slippery Guna goes flying past here as we go back up. Let's see if there's any other battles on the field. We do have straight through there. Not quite sure. Wouldn't have had the best corner. Perhaps ran a fraction too deep, and we've got a. Who is it? Who's parked it? Oh, Jesus! Jump scare much, and Spotty Dotty gets the severe collision with Com United. I'm not quite sure how that's a severe collision. I'm going to clip that. Quick second. I know I'm on stream, but I'm just going to clip that so I can find it in the app later. But that, as a commentator, gave me a bit of a jump scare, as you see a car facing the wrong direction and a car flying up the opposite direction, as Spotty Dotty is kind of on the back of Brubrek, does run wide into that gravel through corner 14, which would hurt him slightly, but does get that DRS up the main straight. So we'll help him catch right back up to Babarek, who has disconnected yet again, and there is a Creeper has retired from the session. Let's come on AI. Let me see the car. Let me see the carnage. And has, of course, the car teleports off it right before the car gets there. So we've had 2 DNFs here tonight, and that is, I think, a full safety car. Yep, that is a full safety car. So, We have our full. We have our first safety car as we do see some of the guys pit. I'll send another invite. I think this will be your last one here though. That is just unlucky. Spain, it's a track that isn't too nice in general, as we will see everyone regather up and wait for the safety car to catch Jades, which is the leader of the race, and we'll see how many laps. Jades, let me take a quick look at the tyres here. Quick look at the position changes. Come on, wrong button. As we do have some of the people who have started on softs. I think had to box earlier, but Jade's has a bit of an issue there. Has to wait behind the safety car, and we'll wait for the rest of them to form up. As we've looked at the tyres, a bunch of them are pitting to those newer tyres because it is a good window to pit a very nice safety car. Penalties: Spotty Dotty with 13 and Vex with 3 here this evening as I try and get another driver back in. Let's see if I can't be. Let's not be blind this time. What EAM are you looking for, Caden? Am I just blind though? That's the thing. Am I blind? Come on. I know I've got that one. Is that the account I'm looking for? I hope it is, because I know you're in the session. Oh, there we go. Hopefully you can join the session and you will come back and get treated to a nice safety car, as the field is very, very spread out for this safety car. We'll briefly go on a short hydration break while we wait for them to grid up, because it is important to stay hydrated. I am back as we see most of the grid is basically caught up via Coops will catch up, but Top Head is all the way down there. So we will wait, see if the safety car comes in this lap, or we'll go around for another lap. Most of the field is caught up, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did come in on this lap. Now, normally you would have commentators talking about could be the... Oh, it is in this lap. And we do have Vex who has rejoined the session. Now, normally you have your commentators talk about something completely horrendous under a safety car, or yellow flags, or cautions, depending if you're on, like, iRacing, like I know Rekus does. And then we are waiting for that restart, so we will wait with Jades. Normally, the commentators talk about the most random things. Like, according to Rekus, the way to eat a hot dog, nacho cheese. Just nacho cheese, apparently. And there's also debate on the correct way to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is jam if you're in Australia. As we are now away and racing again, we will get the green flag here as the cars are bunched up coming down the main straight. A bit of side-by-side action here. Too wide coming into corner one. Keep it clean, no end plates go flag, and Vex has got, I think, another 3-second time penalty as Babruk is dropping like a stone. Did get some wing damage as we've got cars going side by side, action everywhere, moves being made, moves being traded like, as Rekus says, Pokemon cards. And if Rekus was here or in chat, he would probably call me Rekus 2.0, but I thought of a better way, Rekus, if you do rewatch this or are here. I'm not Rekus 2.0, I'm just the Australian version of Rekus at this point, as Coops does slide a bit and is very close up to the back as Top Head gets a move on Babruk, who does have a broken front wing, will probably duck straight back into the pits. We've got another call who went wide. There's some end plates, some carnage, something went flying, and the Spotty Dotty is missing an end plate. So there's a bit of carnage here on the safety car restart. As we've now finished the first lap of racing, after we have another caution. I think it's just maybe the Aston ran it wide. The Aston has no front wing. Vex not having the best of the night, having a bunch of connection issues. But we'll come into that pit to either, we'll change the front wing, go onto we'll go on to a set of hard tyres, and we'll get that front wing nice and replaced. Now back to the action. We have got Toe going after Jade, Super a bit further behind, but the closest battle I think we've got at the moment, we have got Coops right up the back of Slippery Guna there, off a bit of contact, a bit of wheel banging now coming in to corner 9, now down that DRS. Can he get the move done with the DRS? He can. Can he make that position stick? Goes wide, which allows Slippery Guna to slip right back in, goes to the switchback, too wide, wheel to wheel through corner 12. Now coming into corner 13, keeping that position for now, but coming through that detection zone, pretty sure Slippery Guna will get DRS right back on Coops. So they're trading positions quite like Pokemon cards, trading it here, trading it there, trading it everywhere, going too wide into corner 1 again, or touching wheels, a bit of wheel banging, a nice fierce battle here this evening. As we look around the field, let's see what else we've got. Any other battles? Nairashe has also picked up a 3-second time penalty. But we do have Babruk with that nice fresh wing, but we'll have those fresh hard tyres to worry about. We'll take a quick look at the tyres. Oh no, Babruk is on mediums, sorry, but we'll have mediums compared to Naya's new hards. So Babruk hopefully will get that move done relatively easy. Penalties, Vex with 6, we've got 3 and then 3 for the other penalties. we've got a few colours of tyres. I don't think we'll have the full rainbow set of tyres here, as the sky is looking nice, sunny, and pretty here this evening. As we've got Jades, who has pulled out that lead yet again. As Babbitt gets DRS again, but it looks like it's maybe starting to fall behind Naya Eshe here. I need to do maths, give me a second. I think it's somewhere about the halfway point of this race. I want to say about halfway. My maths isn't really mathsing. All I pay attention to while I'm commentating is the times. Sometimes I'll pay attention to their strategy as I am trying to be a race engineer. Look up for battles. That battle is sort of fizzled out as Naya is now pulling away. We've still got Slippery Guna chasing after Coops. Yet again, this battle is still going off as Creeper has now left the session as we go. Praiser is chasing Soup, which is trying to catch the back of Toe here. There's battles every which way and people trying to catch up in every which way direction they can. Action-packed racing for the first half of the races. We've now just started lap 17 here this evening. And perhaps in maybe, I want to say 5, lap 10, just under maybe 7, 8 laps time, we'll take another short hydration break because it's important to stay hydrated. But the top Preezer is closing in a bit on Soup, who has closed the gap to Toe significantly as Naireshe picks up another 3-second time penalty here this evening. With this sort of, I want to say, battle here in the top 5, being one of the, I think, only battles on the track as everyone is quite spread out from the safety car restart here. And we are back. My dinner has just been brought to me. I will eat that after the race. Oh, we have a yellow. It looks like a kick has gone wide. So Brad going wide, losing. I think has lost both of the end plates. So with the connection and the wings, not having the best of nights here this evening. As we go back, Soup for Duck really trying to challenge Toe now, as Jade seems to have dropped the gap significantly. And Slippery Guna now picks up a 3-second time penalty and joins the penalty club. Already on lap 18 here, it's been jam-packed action. As Soup for Duck is trying to get the move done on his teammate, as Vex now picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. And Brick gets 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So his night has just gone from bad to worse here this evening. Oh, looks like not quite sure what happened with Jades, as Toe is now catching and threatening to take P1. So will we see a new race leader here in the next few laps? We shall wait, and we will wait and find out and see, as Jades ducks into the pits. Let me look at the tyres, because the tyres might have had something to do with it. Yeah, Jades was on 18 lap mediums. That is why Toe started to catch up on those 9 lap hards, as Coops is still on 10 lap old softs, so we'll come to hopefully pit them soon, as Jades jumps onto a new set of hards, which will take them all the way to the end of this race. Quick look at penalties while we're here. Babrek is have 10 seconds for speeding into the pits. Bex has got a total of 3 penalties, so 9 seconds. Naya has 2 with 6. Spuddy Dotty and Slippery Guna have 3 seconds respectively. As well, there is a caution and there's a kick in the middle of the track. Not quite sure what is up with Babrek here this evening. We will go check. Babrek still got, we will get rid of that, so we have nice clean display. Not quite sure what happened there. He's not having the best of nights here. as we do have Superduck trying to catch up to his teammate Toe. It's currently a Williams 1-2. We have got another car. I think that's we've got Naya Eshe, who has Saban in just at the start of Sector 1, coming into Corner 5. As Babruk is now in the pits, being careful and not speeding in yet again. We'll go back up. Superduck is now closing in on his teammate, coming up now through corner 3 into corner 4. It's been an action jam-packed race here this evening, which is always what we like to see. Coming now, the pair of them, and Preezer is trying to catch up and trying to ruin the Williams 1-2 party here this evening, as the field is starting to now slowly get even more spread out, as I think the closest battle we have is Soup to his own teammate of Toe, as we have got a fair few that have pitted and they are very close. I think, the top 3 are still our closest group. So we will watch these lads for a while and see if they can do anything. Now coming through to start lap 21 here, with the Williams trying to run away. Toe has no battery coming down that. Soup hasn't got much battery either, but if it can get within, if he can, someone's binned it. There are 2 cars next to each other. What is going on there? Who's going past him? We have another safety car here, as we've got, I think it was 2 cars side by side. Not quite sure what happened there, but we are on our second safety car of the evening. Is it a safety car? Yes, it is. That safety car is out. So that's thrown in. A top head gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That won't hurt him too well. He's already having a rough night. And now we have got another safety car. Will the top 3 duck into the pits, though? That is the question on 11 lap old hards, as I think an overtake under the safety car that could have also been handing a position back. And Coops, what are they doing? They're playing chicken with each other. Okay, that's normal. And will Coops take the opportunity to pit and get off those 12 lap old soft tyres? We'll have to wait and see, and we'll keep the tyres up as we now will wait for them to come around. Again, Toe's in the pits, Preezer's in the pits, Soup's in the pits. Coops, will he come into the pits? We will wait and we will see, as we might have to take my second hydration break slightly earlier than planned, because it will be under a safety car. But Coops does pit as we watch the guys pit for those new tyres, and then Toe will get collected by the safety car, then everyone will get collected behind him. So what tyres does Coops go out onto? We will wait for the game to update. We'll go on to, gets that front wing change to, will be a slow pit stop. So Jades gets an overtake in the pits, but will obviously get it handed straight back because it has to change the tyres. Coop and Superduck go on to mediums in the top. Jades gets the opportunity to get on a new set of hards, which hopefully might be the better tyre to the end, as Soup is now behind the safety car and everyone will start to catch him. The field is very spread out. I feel like we'll see the mid-pack catch up relatively easily to that safety car, but I'm unsure about the rest of the field. We will wait and see, as I will take the second hydration break this evening. This race has been action-packed. We'll be back briefly. As you see, most of the guys have pitted, some have not. Some are out on softs, which will be interesting to see how well they can go right at the later stages of this race. I also took that opportunity to grab my dinner that was sitting on the floor of my room that was so kindly dropped off for me slightly earlier, so I can at least eat some of my dinner while it is relatively warm. And will we see the safety car in this lap? Time will tell. I think we get the notification down that second DRS zone. So wait and see, as everyone but Babrick has caught up. Oh wait, safety car is in this lap. No, I think it's Spotty for Dotty that hasn't caught up. I think Babrick is now a lapped car. So we now wait for Toe for the safety car restart. Will we see Carnage? Who knows? We saw Carnage the last safety car restart as Toe goes really slow, but keeps it consistent. And it looks like Toe has decided to floor it down that straight. Positions being traded at the back, coming in to corner one, has it nicely. Toe gets a good start, as Prez gets a good start, as Soup. Everyone keeps it relatively nice and clean and not that punchy with each other. Yeah, this evening, as we've already got a yellow, not quite sure what that warning is in Sector 3. No one is their game. There's no drivers there. I'll say now very close, a few positions, Soup right up the back of Preza, but DRS, it's the first lap of racing, so DRS is not enabled, so they'll try and keep really close to each other, reserve maybe a bit of that battery to get the move done when DRS gets re-enabled next lap, as Coops comes right up the back of Soup for Duck, goes on the inside, gets that move done, gets that position, instantly was handed back. A bit of back and forth there. Soup tries to go up the inside. Coops holding it well. Coops slides out, which allows Soup to slide right back in front of him this evening. As we've got Jades right up we've got everyone right up the back of everyone. As Tophead is dropping like a stone. Not quite sure what was up there. Vex goes for the move. We've got Super for Duck and them trading positions. Nairesha gets the move done on Spotty, and then he takes it instantly back, so they're trading positions a lot here. Oh, that did not look very nice by Babrick. A bit of bouncing around there. But whoa. I swear I just saw a car do something funny. That could have just been my brain starting to imagine things, as this race has been pretty packed. As Spotty for Dotty and Tophead trade positions. Tophead, holy guacamole, and Nairesha is in the wall, and it is our third safety car here this evening. I caught the end of that. Sorry guys, I'm clipping that again. We're clipping the last 3 minutes yet again, because what was that? And we're on our third safety car here this evening. So I will take this opportunity to continue munching on my dinner, and we'll see if any of the guys decide to pit here again. As now we do have a few drivers, United pitting in for that set of soft tyres here. We will see what people do. We've seen quite a lot of the field pit here. We'll wait and see what comes of this safety car restart. Looks like this safety car is not in. Safety car will go up probably for, I want to say, one more lap. And now we're getting to the stage where a safety car can't come out anymore, because I know it's disabled for the last few laps of the race. So the race does not finish under safety car, because I know some races can finish under safety car, but I think there's a setting where you can turn it off for the last few rounds of the race. As Naira Shea has left the session, but has unfortunately DNF'd due to that little accident we did catch earlier. As the safety car is in this lap, so Toe will take us with the safety car restart here for the third time. As we now wait for Toe to start, and off he goes, puts that accelerator down. And let's see if there's any carnage on this safety car restart. We've seen end gates and plates go flying. I think every single safety car restart. Runs a bit deep into that corner. No contact through the first corner, which is a change. Here, as we've got positions being traded up and down like Pokemon cards. If my controller wants to work for me, that would be lovely. I really hope it doesn't die, because my other controller is not with me. So I'd have to, and Vex gets another 3-second time penalty, as I was saying. I'd have to go grab a different controller from the opposite side of the house. As we are now on lap 29 out of 33, very close to the end. We've seen carnage, we've seen chaos. We've seen everything here this evening. As Slippery Laguna now also gets a 3-second time penalty, as we're now coming in to start the second lap after the third safety car restart of this race. All coming down very nicely, very cleanly. Any battles? We've got Soup for Duck right up the Camos. Thinks about making the move, it does not, tucks it back behind Camos. I think DRS was enabled this lap, or it might be re-enabled next lap. Anyway, we're going to have a sprint to the finish with different sets of tyres on for everyone. We'll turn the tyres off for the time being, so we can see more of that lovely action on the track. Spotty Dotty gets the move done on Slippery Laguna for now. Does the move stick around the next corner? Oh, bit of contact there. And Slippery Laguna goes in front, but Spotty Dotty stays. And Babrick has retired from the sessions, but that is a retirement in the pits there. That is all fine and dandy. No safety car for that one. DRS has been enabled, so we'll have moves getting done as Cooper goes right up the back of Soup for Duck, of all the cars coming in. Felt like it almost went 4 wide there, even 3 wide, sometimes 2 wide through some corners is a recipe for disaster, but they keep it clean as they are heading down to start lap 31. All very punchy. This is anyone's race at the moment. The podium positions are still up for grab. The midfield is sort of spread out, but the top is very tight and very punchy, and will be, I reckon, punchy till the end. We'll trade positions, and we will have to see when the time comes of who gets where. As the bottom 4 do have penalties, but the top 6 are penalty free for the time being. as we now head into corner 4 yet again. Everyone keeps it nice through corner 4. Scoops gets a 3-second time penalty, and that is unfortunate. He's currently in P3, so that changes this race entirely. He will drop down way into the order, maybe P6, or unfortunately even P7 if he is unlucky. That's not something he wants. And Vex has retired from the session. I'm not quite sure where that was. Was that a retirement on the track? His AI is still moving. I'm not quite sure what that was. But anyway, back to the front. That's not going to do well for Coops, as Preeza is trying and will be chasing to catch Toe as they come around corner 13, flowing it down into corner 15. Getting ready to head down that straight to start the penultimate lap here of racing. Preeza having less battery than Toe, does not get the move done, stays very close though. The bottom few positions are all getting very punchy here. Coops is right up the back of Preeza, but does have that 3-second time penalty hanging over his head. Jades is right up the back of United. Oh, Coops gets the move done on Preeza. Can he make the move stick? We will see. Oh, Toe goes a bit wide, which will slow him down on the exit, but Preeza is again right up the back of Camos. Soup for Duck is also right up the back of Preeza. United is very close to the back of Soup for Duck. Jades is close to the back of United. So is Spotty Dotty, with only 8th and 9th place not really having very tight battles here. It's top 6 fighting and very punchy as Coops goes up the inside. A bit of contact there. Toe gets pushed wide. Coops will take B1 for the time being. But back here, we've got Preeza very, very close to Toe, thinking about getting that move done as Hophead gets a 3-second time penalty. Back to the front. Now we're on the final lap of racing here. Toe very close to Coops. Preeza again very close. Toe gets the move done on Coops, as Preeza is now looking to make that move done to move up into the P3. Soup for Duck is there if Preeza makes a mistake or runs wide. Everyone's very punchy and very fighty in this last lap. It's like we've just started a race. No, it's the end. They're very close together as Toe is pulling away a bit, but Coops is flooring it, driving that ass like a madman, trying to catch up because he will drop quite a way down the field. So we will see where that happens. Shades is very close to the back of Spotty Dotty, so will he get the move done? Who knows? As we go back to the front as they're flooring it down into Sector 3 for the last time. Just Coops doesn't try to go up the inside there. And Toe will be trying to drive and not let Coops overtake. But Toe does know if Coops does overtake him, he will win due to the penalties. As Soup for Duck is not going to get close enough to Preeza. Toe gets a 3-second time penalty at the last second, so Preeza will jump up and win the Spanish Grand Prix here, followed by Soup for Duck in P2, and United gets P3 due to the penalties for the top 2. So quite a lot of jumping, a lot of action there for that final lap. That very late, unfortunate penalty, dropping him down the rankings. So we'll go through our full list of results in a moment's time. As we watch the podium celebrations, very surprising podium there for some of them, because they're very close together, but that penalty, I think coming around the last corner, would have been on 2 warnings, got that third one, was an upside down race. So we've had a very nice race here this evening at Barcelona as the champagne goes flying. And fastest lap does go to Jades. Now going through, Preeza manages to get P1, Soup for Duck in P2, United in P3, Jades gets P4 with the fastest lap of 15.079, then Toe in P5, Coops, Spotty Dotty, Slippery Gooner, Top Head, Vex, Babrek, and then the DNFs being Babrek, Naira, Shade Creeper, and Park E-Boy. That is all from me this evening. We have had a jam-packed race here for round 2. We had a very chaotic race for round one, with Rekus there coming in and cursing me in chat. But here you go, Rekus, you didn't curse me this race, you can come back and curse me the next one. That is all. We will see you. Let me just quickly pull up the calendar. And we'll see you all next week in Baku. And it's a sprint weekend at Baku. So we'll have 9 laps of racing for the sprint, followed by 26 laps of racing for the feature. Well, APRL, my name is Phoenix. I've been your host and commentator this evening, and we'll see you all next time.